Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. My name is Robin Garcia, and I'm the manager of the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit here at St. Joseph Hospital in Chicago. The reason they've asked me to help with the interview process for the environmental service manager is because we have a very good relationship with housekeeping. Obviously, we have very small, immature babies that need a lot of care and for sure have to have the area clean. So we work very closely with housekeeping. Over the next 6 to 8 minutes or so, I'm going to be interviewing you, asking you a series of questions. And if at any time you have a question, just stop me and then I can see if I can hopefully answer your questions. Before we begin, is there anything that you need? A drink or anything? Water? You're good?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, fabulous. So tell me why you decided to apply for this position.
Well, after reading about your job and the posting, the description sounded just like the job I was looking for.
So what kind of job are you looking for?
I'm looking for a job that involves teamwork and promotes those that work hard. I like the job posting that mentioned fresh ideas and open-mindedness. I love to think out of the box and find solutions to problems that people say cannot be fixed.
Sounds great. So can you tell me a time when perhaps you had to deal with a difficult or an upset client?
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. Variety's pizza place, they get the food wrong all the time, and I have to tell the manager, and he'll come out and fix their order, and most likely fixes the problem.
Okay, and typically just redoing the food or whatever makes the client happy?
Yes, it does.
Okay, fabulous. So can you tell me a time when perhaps you had to go above and beyond in your job?
Yeah, sometimes, people call in sick all the time, and I come in and take their position. I'm just a bar back, but I help the waitresses out all the time, fill drinks, deliver food. Yeah, we really work together as a team, and it works out good in the end.
Sounds great. Can you tell me when perhaps you had a time you had to deal with a difficult coworker?
Yeah, another busboy actually was scheduled at 4 and always comes in at 4:30, and I would have to tell my manager all the time, and he would have to keep an eye out for it, and my manager would talk to the coworker, and that seemed to fix the problem.
And your coworker didn't seem to take out anything on you, or?
No, my manager fixed the problem.
Okay, sounds great. So, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask me?
What would the hours be like?
So, typically the hours for environmental service in your position, being a manager, would vary. The expectation is that you're accountable 24/7. So depending on your team, how much teamwork you have and are able to accomplish, would probably determine pretty much the hours. I would have to say that the majority of managers here tend to work the day shift, anywhere from a 7 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or perhaps a 9 to 5. But again, you know, our expectation would be if you had problems with people that were working the second or third shift, our expectation would be that you go in and monitor those people on those hours.
Would I have to work holidays?
Again, typically in your position, a manager, most managers do not have to work the holidays, and you do get time and a half for the holidays, but I would say I'm the manager of the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, and on occasion there are times that I have to work holidays. We got a slew of admissions or some call-ins like you were mentioning at your job and stuff. So again, it all calls for teamwork, and you are accountable for your unit 24/7.
Anything like benefits, salary?
Benefits actually is a great thing. Comparatively speaking, I think when you ask around, you will find being in the healthcare industry, our health benefits are very nice. We do, we have insurance, health insurance, we have dental insurance, we have vision. And one of the things that I'm, like is the life insurance. So it's free for you at no cost for at least one of your 1 year salary. Which I would have to say at most places you have to pay at least a portion of your life insurance, where here it's free. So the other thing about the benefits that I think is strong here at St. Joe's is really your vacation time. So you get approximately, as a new employee and being a manager, you get approximately 6 hours of vacation every 2 weeks. So, and that can accumulate. So there is a cap. I want to say it's like 300 plus hours or whatever. But you can accumulate that time and take off a couple weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time. The managers typically get a minimum start of 4 weeks of vacation here, which I think is a huge benefit. We also have a sick time, which is separate than your vacation, which a lot of places have gotten away from. But thankfully, we've been able to keep it. And you do get about 2 to 3 hours of sick time every pay period for when you're sick. So you can use those hours when you call off sick, you don't feel good today, versus using just your vacation time. So I think the benefits are actually a really strong point of the hospital here.
All right.
Any other questions you have for me? The other thing, I don't know if Human Resources told you, but basically right now in environmental services, there's about 50 employees under you.
All right.
The majority obviously are on the day shift when the majority of the cleaning is involved. And there's a smaller number on the PM shift, and I think there's about 4 people right now working on the night shift. Obviously being the quieter shift, but again, you can have a lot of discharges and a lot of admissions on the night shift. So they definitely have to be a good team to get everything done. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me, or anything you'd like to add?
Nope, you pretty much answered all of my questions.
Okay, fabulous. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Here's my contact information. It's my email and my phone number. Typically, we have about 5 to 6 more interviews in the next week or so. So you should be expecting a phone call in the next couple of weeks from Human Resources. However, if at any time during that you think of a question you didn't get to ask today, or I didn't ask you, feel free to shoot me an email and let me know, and I'll try to answer it as best I can.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you.